There is something quietly different about certain people. You would not notice it in a crowd. You would not see it at work or at a party. You only see it when nobody is watching, when they are completely alone. Because what a person does when no one is around tells you everything about who they actually are. The first thing, they talk to themselves, not out of confusion or loneliness, deliberately. They replay conversations, they think out loud, they argue with their own ideas before presenting them to anyone else. Most people find this strange, but research shows that talking to yourself out loud improves focus, helps process emotions faster, and builds clearer thinking. The people who do this are not odd. They are processing at a deeper level than most. The second thing, they sit with uncomfortable feelings instead of running from them. When something goes wrong, the average person reaches for their phone, turns on the TV, calls a friend, or finds any distraction available. But certain people do something different. They sit still. They let the discomfort exist without immediately trying to escape it. They have learned that feelings do not last forever if you actually face them, and that running from them only makes them follow you longer. The third thing, they celebrate their own small wins with no audience. They finish something difficult and feel genuinely proud even when nobody else knows about it. They do not need someone to acknowledge it to make it real. Most people need external validation to feel like something counts. These people have learned to be their own witness, to say quietly to themselves, "That was hard and I did it anyway." That internal recognition builds a kind of confidence that no amount of outside praise can create. The fourth thing, they get genuinely curious about their own patterns. Why did I react that way? Why does that situation always bother me? Why do I keep making the same choice? They treat themselves like a puzzle worth solving rather than a problem to ignore. Most people spend their whole lives reacting to themselves without ever understanding themselves. These people do the opposite. There is a version of being alone that shrinks you, where silence becomes avoidance and solitude becomes hiding. But there is another version entirely, where being alone becomes the place where you actually meet yourself, where you build something no one else can touch. The people who do these things alone are not waiting for the world to tell them who they are. They already know, and they have been quietly building that knowledge every time the room goes empty and they choose to use that space well.